Alright, one alarm we got here. I made a second trip to Sam's today because I had forgotten a couple items yesterday when I was in there. And I did find the Rocky flashlights. You can see here, here's the packaging. Found them. They have two colors. They have silver and they have black. I picked up the black, you know, obviously being a little more tactical. But really wanted to show today was, excuse me, difference between, or the comparison between these Rockies and the Surefires that I have, and then of course an old Maglite. But the biggest thing that I found with them, or at least on the large one, was on the battery compartment. I apologize here, trying to do this and look through a camera frame as well. You can see on this right here is a little piece of the O-ring right here, and it doesn't sit very well on the cylinder. And I took it apart and I've taken a look at it, try to see if I can fit it, and it does not fit. You can actually see right here where it's not really giving it that what I would classify a good seal. But then again, that's only going to be, you know, if you really need the waterproof. And you see there, it pops right up. Putting the cap back on, it popped right out. Excuse me. But that's going to be the only, I would say, only really be a problem if you're looking for the waterproof aspect that they're claiming on the packaging. So, and I'm probably going to be able to replace that with a different seal. You can see that it just does not cooperate very well. It took me a couple times to get it on there the first time and get it to stay. For some reason it just starts pushing and then comes out. The other thing I did notice is the caps on the two models are different. You can see where this one screws onto the cylinder and this one screws into it. And it's a little different design. I think the smaller one of the two is a better built flashlight, in my opinion. They're both very bright. This one's very bright. In actuality, the test that I did with this one here, which is a Surefire, I want to say it's like the LE2. I don't remember the exact model, but it was the brightest one at the time that I could get. And it's got two settings. It's got a low setting and a high setting. Now, here's the low setting of the Rocky, and there's the high setting. And I'm going to do this in a darkened room so you can actually see the two differences. I'm really, honestly, for the money right now, these Rockies kick butt. I mean, that's a good flashlight. It's strong. It's got a nice bezel around the back, on the cap, and around the lens. Excuse me. The other advantage I found to it is it also fits in the 6P holster made by Blackhawk. It fits perfectly. So if you needed to carry it on a belt or put it on a molly gear or a backpack or something, you could very easily and have it accessible. So another advantage to the short model of it. But you know, I mean, you can see here's the Surefire 6P with the LED head, and then here's the Rocky. So you can see there's a little bit of a size difference. You know, Rocky's a little shorter, little bigger around. They both weigh pretty much about the same. Now, the other factor I like about the Rockies, AAA batteries. These Surefires, they're using the CR123s. As you know, and they're pretty expensive. I guess this is the SF123A, but they're not cheap. They're not a cheap little battery. So I just, you know, the fact that you can use AAA's in it, and you know, I just bought that charger yesterday. I might go back and buy another one or buy some extra batteries and just use that. But see, here's the 6P. Now I think the batteries are getting low on this one, and there's the low setting on the Rocky and the high setting on the Rocky. And I just, you know, have $25, 2 flashlights, keep them around your house, put them in your cars. Can't beat it. So I'm gonna go into the dark room here and do just a wall test so you can see the brightness of the looms or lumens, whatever you want to call it, of these flashlights, and compare the $100 and something Surefire that I bought a few years ago versus the 6P, which is a very popular model with law enforcement agencies, versus these new Rockies, but I won't say they're really new, but it's new to me. So, anyways, I'm just going to do a quick comparison so everybody can see the difference between them. And I've also got a 6P that has the standard incandescent bulb in it, so I'll do those comparisons for everybody. Back in a minute. All right, one old Army guy here again. Now I got in the darkened room, as you can tell. And what I'm going to show here is this is the 6P with the LED head on it. 6Ps only have one setting. Oops. And that's it. Now here's the Rocky, the shorter one of the two, which I do believe is a 160 lume. That's the low setting. So there's your side by side on the low. Now here's the high. Definitely for the money, I would definitely say a better light. Now I do think the batteries are a little weak in this one. I'm not sure. I have to check on that. That could also be affecting it. But there again, not too much. Now here, so I can find it in the dark, is the 6P standard light, incandescent bulb, non-LED, and there's the LED of the Rocky on the low setting. So there again, a very bright little light, and then there's the high. I can tell you right now that I will be going back to Sam's and buying a couple more of these flashlights. They're worth absolutely every penny. Now here's my high Surefire. It's got new batteries in it. There's the low setting. There's the high setting. And you can see it's pretty bright. I do believe it's 160 or 150 looms. And then here is the Surefire, or the the Rocky. Get these going here. So you got the Surefire on the left, Rocky on the right, low setting, high setting. And like I said, the Surefire has new batteries in it. So it's definitely a much brighter light than these Surefires are. So if you haven't done so already, I would highly recommend getting these Rockies. Now here's the larger one of the two. That's the low setting. That's the high setting. And there's the Rocky side by side. So they're a little bit brighter. And of course, the other nice feature of the Rocky is you got that strobe to get people's attention. I just think that's a great feature. So, anyways, I think there's enough said about these flashlights. There's been a lot going around the internet on them. I know Yankee Prepper did a good video, and then Cameron Gunner, can't remember his channel name right now, but I'll put a link to it in the description box there. But I mean, he did a great review on them as well. He did it outside, about, I think it was 100 some odd yards, pointing at a shed in the dead of night. And that's a good test too. I just want to do just a brightness comparison against the wall, since obviously it's daylight right now. But if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend these lights. I mean, for $25 for two, you can't beat it. I mean, like I said, I'm going to go back and buy a couple more, and put one in my truck, one in the wife's car, and keep a couple around the house. I mean, they run on AAA batteries. You know, you can reach rechargeable batteries. You know, shit hits the fan scenario. You have solar panels and a solar panel kit from Harbor Freight or wherever it is you've got, and you can run in the inverter and charge your batteries. You've got batteries for your flashlights and whatever else you need to run on it. So, anyways, my 2 cents worth. One old Army guy out.